Hello. Thank you for joining Wine School 420. Here we are. It is a beautiful Thursday night. I'm getting over a week of having my back all messed up and, not working for the moment because everything's shut down. So maybe have a little too much spare time on my hands. Maybe getting sick of the wine options that I have. I haven't felt inspired to be drinking. I have some wine, but I kind of want to see what's out there. I've been thinking a lot about what other people that aren't inundated with natural wine all the time for work or for a habit, what they're drinking and what's relevant. Delivery services. There's a whole lot of them. I wanted to try Drizzly, so I downloaded Drizzly. Whatever. I'm not an app person. I'm still not on Spotify. It was super easy to understand how it worked, and it came exactly the next morning. I pick an hour time slot and it showed up early actually, but the problem is the selection sucks. You're reliant on the liquor stores that have delivery services, and it's pretty sparse. So what did I get? Drum roll. Motherfucking Rombauer Cabernet 2018 Napa Valley Rombauer Vineyards since 1980. Never tried it before, so I don't know exactly what to expect, but I know that it is a pretty standard big boy. It's almost 15% alcohol. From the brief reading I've done, it is an assemblage, a blend of fruit from all over sort of the central part of Napa. So it's not like a single site wine. But this half bottle, this is $3.75. It's a little guy. This was $35 plus delivery and tip or whatever. A full size bottle is $65 plus. So this is premium wine, and I'm wondering why. This is high end Bordeaux prices in California. So I'm willing to give it a try. I know it's about 60% new American oak. I think that means 40% is used, so that's promising. Dark purple. I've let this open. I mean, it's been sitting open for an hour. Dark purple, but it's so youthful. It's only 2 years old. It was just released a couple months ago. So honestly, all things considered, this should be given another 5 years in the bottle to work itself out. But here we are doing a preliminary tasting. Pretty color, but I'm not super appealing. The smell is very raspberry, a little bit of tart raspberry, tart cherry. Almost a little grapey, but lighter green, pink grapes, actually. I don't really smell a lot of oak. Although in the end of the whiff, there's a spice element, maybe a cinnamon or clove, which but it feels like it's a light hand in that regard, which I appreciate. Very tannic, which I find appealing in general in wine. In a red wine, I want to feel it. Don't hold back. But it also feels hot. I can feel the alcohol. But what sets this apart from the other supermarket wine that's half the price or a quarter of the price, God, for a full bottle, this is almost $70. So you're looking at 4 bottles of Nine Crimes blend or whatever. This races across the palate with freshness. So thank God that there is acid here. Otherwise, this would be impenetrable and would be like you'd have to chew on it like as a meal, with a meal. A little bit more of a dark aroma taking hold for me. Like I can smell some very ripe blueberry. But still raspberry oriented fruit. Nothing really green particularly. It's obviously literally fresh. There's freshness on the palate and like salivating. I feel like the flavor at this point, this is another like okay application of oak, kind of like the last, I think, Bordeaux tasting I did, where it is an after effect. Like in the aftertaste, I can perceive like a little toastiness, pecan kind of toastiness, but it's not really there in the drinking moment when it's on my tongue. I think that makes this a prime candidate for actually aging. Like the only excuse you should have for getting these wines should be to lay them down for at least 10 years. Like that's, I think, when this will shine, because those tertiary aging characters that will come out to complement and almost like enhance the dark, slight smoky aftertaste this has, and that fruit will mellow and turn. I don't know. I will call this a compelling wine. My ego doesn't want to give this a thumbs up, but I'm still open and willing to. I'm part of the reason I took a chance on this. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Carlos. You vouched for Rombauer as an occasional treat, as a dalliance that you would engage in from time to time, maybe a year or two ago, and I decided I would try it. Took me a little while. I get it, but at the same time, there's no way in hell I'm ever going to buy this in any other scenario. Like, again, I'm not going back to this, because even for a half bottle for $35, the price of this half bottle, I could get a beautiful, gorgeous bottle of local natural wine that's going to be just as compelling in a slightly different way. It's hard to justify splurging on such a sort of, but really, like, I'm a Pomerol fan, that I'll engage in that, and I like Northern Rhone, earth, spice, even some leather, dark fruit qualities. I'll go there, and this is in that wheelhouse. But there's something, it's a little red. It's almost like candied. There's a little candied character. It's like persistently red. That feels, maybe it's just too youthful. Like that. I think, I'm curious what this will be like in 5 years. It might be fine. Right now, I'm going to give it a meh. Because I keep coming back to this sort of like weird, it's very fresh, but with that there's a youthful fruit energy that is almost gets in the way of the darkness and the finesse that is also here. So this is for a very particular palate. Probably great with food. Again, I'm not going to go there again, but it's interesting, and it's not bad. And it's good in some ways. For supermarket wine, if you have money, like, just do it. Because they're probably being a little more sustainable. They have a little extra money to throw around, and they're the, Napa, everybody's watching them. So I'm not against it. Is that a ringing endorsement? All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope I didn't bore you too much. hey, tell me what kind of wine you want me to review next, or if there's a place you want me to go to choose a wine to review. I'm taking suggestions. All right, bye. Wine School.